Welcome, citizens of the digital world, to a realm where the boundaries of security are tested and the weak are exposed. We are the ones who walk in the shadows, who probe the weaknesses of your systems, and who expose the secrets you try to keep hidden. You see, in the digital world, security is not just a matter of firewalls and passwords. It's a matter of discretion, and if you can't protect it, you don't deserve it. Join us as we explore the top 5 mind-blowing cybercrimes in the world and discover the shocking truth about the hackers who dare to challenge the digital status quo.
At number 5, we have Sony Pictures Entertainment hack. In November 2014, Sony Pictures Entertainment was hacked by a group of cyberattackers known as the Guardians of Peace, GOP. The hackers gained access to Sony's computer systems and stole sensitive data, including employee social security numbers, emails, and unreleased movies. The hack was discovered on November 25, 2014, when Sony employees arrived at work to find their computers frozen with a message from the hackers. Hacked by #GOP, Sony immediately shut down its computer systems and called in cybersecurity experts to investigate the breach. The company also notified the FBI and other law enforcement agencies. Over the next few weeks, the hackers released sensitive data stolen from Sony, including employee social security numbers, emails between Sony executives and employees, unreleased movies, including Annie and Fury, scripts for upcoming movies and TV shows. The hack had a significant impact on Sony Pictures Entertainment. The company faced, financial losses, estimated to be over $100 million. Sony's reputation was damaged by the breach. Employees were distressed by the release of their personal data. The hack disrupted Sony's business operations.
This is costing Sony hundreds of millions of dollars, destroying relationships in Hollywood.
The FBI and other law enforcement agencies investigated the breach. In December 2014, the FBI announced that it had evidence that North Korea was behind the hack.
The FBI now has enough information to conclude that the North Korean government is responsible for these actions. This is the hack against Sony Pictures. They say that they did some technical analysis of the malware that was used, the software that was used to infect the computer systems at Sony.
The hackers were identified as a group of North Korean cyber operatives. The group was led by a man known only by his alias, Kim Jong-ho. At number 4, we have Stuxnet worm. In June 2010, a Belarusian security firm, Virus Blokada, discovered a highly sophisticated computer worm that would later become known as Stuxnet. The worm was found on computers in Iran, Indonesia, and India. Initial analysis of the worm revealed that it was designed to target industrial control systems, ICS, specifically those using Siemens Sematic WinCC SCADA software. The worm was highly sophisticated, using multiple zero-day exploits and a complex architecture to evade detection. As analysis continued, it became clear that Stuxnet was designed to sabotage Iran's nuclear program. The worm was programmed to target specific industrial control systems, including those used in Iran's Natanz nuclear facility.
We have entered into a new phase of conflict in which we use a cyber weapon to create physical destruction.
Stuxnet is believed to have been introduced into Iran's nuclear facilities through a USB drive. Once inside, the worm spread rapidly, infecting multiple computers and industrial control systems. The worm then began to manipulate the speed of centrifuges used in uranium enrichment, causing them to spin out of control and ultimately leading to their destruction. The impact of Stuxnet was significant. Estimates suggest that the worm destroyed up to 1,000 centrifuges at Natanz, setting back Iran's nuclear program by several years.
Stuxnet is the first time where we've seen significant physical damage created by a cyber attack.
The Iranian government initially denied that Stuxnet had caused any damage to its nuclear facilities. However, in 2011, the Iranian government admitted that Stuxnet had caused minor problems at Natanz. At number 3, we have WannaCry ransomware attack. On May 12, 2017, a global ransomware attack known as WannaCry began spreading rapidly across the globe. The attack affected over 200,000 computers in over 150 countries, including the UK, US, China, Russia, and Spain. The malware used in the attack was a type of ransomware known as WannaCry. It was a highly sophisticated piece of malware that exploited a vulnerability in the Windows operating system known as Eternal Blue. The impact of the WannaCry attack was significant. Many organizations were forced to shut down their operations, resulting in significant financial losses. The attack also caused widespread disruption to critical infrastructure, including hospitals and transportation systems.
Many overseas businesses had already closed up shop for the weekend. Now those businesses are coming online, and many are finding the ransomware has infected their systems. The hackers are demanding $300 ransoms, or they threaten to erase all the data.
The total cost of the WannaCry attack is estimated to be around $4 billion. The attribution of the WannaCry attack is still unclear. However, many experts believe that the attack was carried out by a group of hackers known as Lazarus Group, which is believed to be sponsored by the North Korean government.
After careful investigation, the United States is publicly attributing the massive WannaCry cyber attack to North Korea. We do not make this allegation lightly. We do so with evidence, and we do so with partners.
At number 2, we have The Breach. In November 2013, Target Corporation, one of the largest retailers in the United States, discovered a massive data breach that exposed the sensitive information of millions of customers. The hackers behind the breach were a group of cybercriminals from Eastern Europe, specifically from Russia and Ukraine. The group was known for its sophisticated hacking techniques and had been involved in several high-profile breaches in the past. The hackers gained access to Target's system through a third-party vendor, Fazio Mechanical Services, which provided heating and air conditioning services to Target. The hackers stole the login credentials of a Fazio Mechanical Services employee, which gave them access to Target's system. Once inside Target's system, the hackers installed malware that allowed them to steal sensitive customer data, including credit card numbers, expiration dates, and security codes.
Now to the growing problems for customers who had their credit card information stolen while shopping at Target. Now comes word hackers got their PIN numbers too, and at least one customer is now pleading with his bank for help after he says his bank account was cleaned out.
The malware was designed to evade detection by Target security systems. The investigation into the breach was led by the U.S. Secret Service and the FBI. The investigation found that the hackers had used sophisticated techniques to evade detection and steal sensitive customer data. In 2014, the U.S. Department of Justice announced the arrest of several individuals in connection with the breach. The individuals were charged with conspiracy to commit computer fraud and other crimes related to the breach. In 2017, Target agreed to pay $18.5 million to settle claims related to the breach. The settlement was reached with 47 states and the District of Columbia. At number 1, we have Yahoo data breach. In 2013, Yahoo suffered a massive data breach that exposed the sensitive information of over 3 billion users. The breach occurred in 2013, but it wasn't discovered until 2016. The hackers behind the breach were a group of cyber attackers sponsored by the Russian government. The group was known for its sophisticated hacking techniques and had been involved in several high-profile breaches in the past. The hackers gained access to Yahoo's system through a phishing email sent to a Yahoo employee. The email contained a malicious link that, when clicked, installed malware on the employee's computer. The malware allowed the hackers to gain access to Yahoo's system and steal sensitive user data. The breach was discovered in 2016 by Yahoo's security team. The team noticed suspicious activity on Yahoo's network and launched an investigation. The investigation into the breach was led by the FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice. The investigation found that the hackers had used sophisticated techniques to evade detection and steal sensitive user data. In 2017, the U.S. Department of Justice announced the arrest of 4 individuals in connection with the breach. The individuals were charged with conspiracy to commit computer fraud and other crimes related to the breach. In 2018, Yahoo agreed to pay $50 million to settle claims related to the breach.
Yahoo has agreed to pay $50 million in damages to help settle a case in which 200 million people had their email addresses and other personal information swiped.
The settlement was reached with a group of affected users who had sued Yahoo over the breach. So these were some mind-blowing.
I told you before, if you can't protect it, you don't deserve it. Coming soon again.